Hi, hello, my dear children. Stay safe. In this session, we are going to continue chapter 2, Polynomials, exercise 2.2. Sum number 1 is find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between zeros and the coefficients. So first step, you have to find the zeros and then you have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So the given polynomial is 3x squared minus x minus 4. So you have to split as usual, splitting the middle term. So here b is what? The coefficient of x is minus b, that is minus 1, and a is equal to 3, c is equal to minus 4. So product of these two should be is minus 12. Okay, now you have to find two numbers in such a way when you add you have to get minus 1 and when you multiply you have to get minus 12. Okay, whenever the product is negative, the two numbers will have different signs, and here the sum is minus 1. Okay, so the big number should be negative and the small number should be positive. Okay, and whenever the product is negative, you have to find the difference between the two numbers to find the sum because they are having different signs. Okay, now you have to move to the factorization of 12. And 1 is the factor of 12. So 12 is equal to 1 into 12 first. So 12 minus 1 is equal to 11. But what do we want? We want only minus 1. So this is wrong. We don't want this. Next, 12 is equal to 2 into 6. 6 minus 2, that is equal to 4. We don't want this. We want only 1. Next, 12 is equal to 3 into 4. So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So the numbers are minus 4. Big number is minus 4 and the small number is plus 3. Okay, children? So if you, now next what should you do? You have to write this as, we are splitting the terms. 3x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 4. Okay, so now you have to group the first two numbers. And what is common in here? 3 and 4 have no common factor. Okay, so 1 is the common factor. Now x squared and x is the common factor. So you can take x outside. So when you take x outside, 3 will be there and 1x has come. So 3x minus 4. Next, you have to find the common factor of these two. You return the first two algebraic terms as the product of two terms, x into 3x minus 4. The same way, you would write this also as a product of two terms. So you write whatever sign is here plus. Now both have no common factor. 3 and 4 have no common factor, and x also is not a common factor of two terms. Therefore, you have to write 1. 1 is equal to 3x minus 4. Now when you take this product and this product, 3x minus 4 is common. So you take this as 3x minus 4 into x plus 1. If you take this here, x will be left plus 1, it has come out. So now we have written this given polynomial as the product of two linear polynomials, 3x minus 4 into x plus 1. Okay, children? So first step, we have splitted this minus 1 into two parts. What are they? Minus 4 plus 3, and then we have done factorized using this. This is the first step. This is the second step, and now we reach the final step, the third step. Okay, As I told earlier, suppose you don't have time and you are getting confused with this factorization, you can go to the short method. What is that? Here we have calculated the parts minus 4 plus 3. So this can be written as what? What is the first term? 3. The coefficient of x squared is 3. Okay. So you start writing with 3x. Then write that split 3x minus 4 into again you write 3x. 3x plus 3. Right? Now here nothing is common. So let it be as it is. But when you take this here, 3 is common. So divide this by 3 and this by 3. Okay, divide by the common factor, a common number. So here 3 and 3 gets cancelled. 3 and 3 gets cancelled as 1. So what do you have? 3x minus 4 into x plus 1. Okay, so this step is very important. As I told earlier, this step is very important. Okay, so this is important step. After writing this step, you can write the zeros. Okay, so to find the zeros of this polynomial, what should we do? Either this linear factor should be equal to 0 or this should be equal to 0. Okay, so 3x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0 to make p of x as 0. P of x is 3x minus 4 into x plus 1. If this is 0, the product will become 0. Suppose this is 0, the product will become 0. Isn't it? For that, what value of x should be written? So, if 3x minus 4 is 0, then x is equal to, bring this 4 here, 4 plus 4 by 3. If x plus, okay, so in the place of here x, if you write 4 by 3, then this term will become 0. This factor will become 0. Therefore, if this is 0, 0 into this is 0. So, p of x will become 0. Suppose x plus 1 is 0. X plus 1 is 0. Then x is equal to minus 1. Suppose x is equal to minus 1. You put x is equal to minus 1 here. And here if you write minus 1. Then what will become? Minus 1 plus 1, 0. Here this will become minus 1 minus 4, 7. 7 into 0, 0. Okay. So, the whole polynomial value is 0. Therefore, this x is equal to minus 1 or the value of x is equal to 4 by 3 or x is equal to minus 1. Okay, children. So, the quadratic polynomial has two zeros. So, if you substitute in the place of x 4 by 3 also, you will get the value of p of x as 0. If in the place of x, if you put x is equal to minus 1 also, you will get 0. Okay. Now, so the next step. Zeros. Zeros of p of x are alpha is equal to 4 by 3 and beta is equal to minus 1. Now we have to do the verification. Okay. So first we'll do the first verification. Now verification. The second step is, second part of the answer is verification. First part finding the zeros. Second part verification. Okay. For verification, you write the value coefficients of x squared, x and constant term. So this is a is equal to 3. B is equal to minus 1 and C is equal to minus 4. Right? Now, zeros. Alpha is equal to 4 by 3. beta is equal to minus 1. So first property is what? What is the first relationship? Sum of the zeros. Is what? 4 by 3 minus 1. Plus of minus 1, that is equal to, the LCM is 3. This is 1 by 1, LCM is 3. 3 ones are 3, we have taken as the common factor. Now cross multiply. 4 ones are 4 plus minus 3 ones are 3. Okay, so that is equal to 4 minus 3 is what? 1 by 3. Okay, now let us find minus coefficient of x by is equal to minus b by a, that is equal to minus b is minus 1. So here what? Minus of minus. So minus of minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 1 by 3. Sum of the zeros is 1 by 3. Minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x squared is also 1 by 3. Therefore, this is what sum of the zeros means. It is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. We have proved this. First relation. This is what? From 1 and 2. Now let us prove the second relation. The second relation is what? You have to find the product of zeros. Is equal to, what are they? Alpha is 4 by 3. Beta is minus 1. So what do you have? Plus into minus minus 4 by 3. Next what? Constant term by x square. Constant term, that is what? C, constant term is C by A. That is equal to what? C is minus 4. Minus 4. A is equal to 3. Name this as 3. Name this as 4. From 3 and 4, both product of the zeros means what? Alpha. This is alpha, beta. And this is C by A. Therefore, alpha, beta, that is product of the zeros, is equal to C by A. From 3 and 4. Okay. So, we have proved the first relation where sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and here product of the zeros is equal to minus 4 by 3, that is alpha beta is equal to c by a, constant term by coefficient of x square. Have you understood, children? You got right. Hence verified. Okay. So I think you might have understood this sum. If you have any doubt in the factorization, you just write in the comment box. I'll clarify the doubts. Stay safe. Take care of your health. Thank you, children. God bless you all.